So Caitlin Clark's jersey retirement got a lot of viewers, right? But what if I told you just the fact that Caitlin Clark was in the building for this game made it one of the most popular games in women's college basketball?
Looks like Unrivaled is taking more L's than a team with no defense. Their viewership is tanking, while Caitlin Clark just pulled in a massive 1.1 million fans for her jersey retirement. Numbers Unrivaled can only dream of. Angel and her crew can't even crack 150,000 views, but maybe if they start airing Caitlin's highlights, they'll get a boost. Stick with us as we break down how the real superstar keeps shining while Unrivaled keeps unraveling.
To thank, first of all, my teammates. I wouldn't be here without any of you, and a lot of you came back, and you have busy schedules, and I think that just speaks to the culture of this place. So selfless. Like, I know my number's up there, but it wouldn't be if it wasn't for all of you. So to the ones that were my teammates when I was here.
Caitlin Clark just did the impossible. Again. Without even stepping on the court, she turned Unrivaled League from an afterthought into must-watch TV. This isn't just influence, it's a phenomenon. A league that barely cracked 6 figures in viewership suddenly sees a 10x boost, all because Clark might play there someday. Imagine if she actually did. At this point, women's basketball should just be called The Caitlin Clark Show. Analysts are scrambling, networks are rethinking their entire strategy, and fans? They're glued to anything with her name on it. She could be at home, eating popcorn, and still dominate the sport. The gap between Clark and the rest? Widening by the second. This isn't just hype, it's history.
Now, I find this to be pretty crazy. Because last time Caitlin Clark played basketball, I think she garnered like 1 million some views. Well, I'm here to tell you, even her damn jersey ceremony garnered 1 million views.
And let's talk about her jersey retirement game. The numbers just dropped. 1.1 million viewers. Let me repeat. She wasn't even playing. Iowa could have been hosting a casual scrimmage, and people still tuned in just to bask in the aura of Caitlin Clark. That's like packing an arena to stare at an empty stage because a legend once stood there. We are officially in the Caitlin Clark era, where her mere presence outshines actual competition. At this point, she doesn't need a ball. Just existing is enough to break records.
1.1 million average viewers. 1.1 million. It was only more viewed by that other game. The second most viewed game of the season was a iffy. I'm not even going to call them a good Iowa team. An iffy Iowa team. Just because they were playing against... Just because Caitlin Clark was in the building.
Meanwhile, in the "please pay attention to me" department, Angel Reese is probably firing off tweets, acting like Caitlin isn't rewriting history. Let's be real. Reese could drop 40 points, grab 20 boards, and cure world hunger mid-game, and it still wouldn't get half the engagement of Caitlin casually sinking warm-up threes. Life just isn't fair.
They are disastrous. I want you to keep in mind something. In comparison to the debut week, Angel Reese's debut game with the Rose BC Basketball Club has lost over half of its viewership.
At this point, the WNBA might as well make Caitlin Clark commissioner for life. Hand her the power, the keys to the league, whatever she wants. If she declares all games must be played on roller skates, we simply salute and adjust. If she insists referees do cartwheels instead of blowing whistles, we make it happen. The numbers don't lie. She is women's basketball. Meanwhile, the haters, led by Angel stat-padding Reese, are probably losing sleep. Imagine grinding your whole career only to be overshadowed by someone who isn't even in the room. It's giving villain origin story. It's giving desperation. But hey, Reese can keep dropping cryptic tweets while Caitlin keeps owning the sport. Caitlin Clark has officially transcended basketball. She's a cultural movement, a deity in sneakers, the undisputed face of the game. And for anyone still questioning her impact, just ask the 1.1 million people who tuned in to watch her not play.
And according to the Sports Media Watch, 1.1 million people, or nearly 1.1 million was the average, watched that game. You know, Iowa, no offense, is not like, you know, on the map as some sort of juggernaut right now. But Clark getting her jersey retired, a significant deal. They might as well put the ratings up in the rafters.
Oh, you thought this conversation was over? Absolutely not. Angel Reese is still out here screaming that people watch basketball because of her. Girl, where? Let's be real. Caitlin Clark could sit in a chair, blink twice, and say, "Go Fever," and it would rack up 2 million views before she even takes a breath. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's Unrivaled league is struggling harder than a basement Wi-Fi signal. Ratings? Missing? Engagement? On life support. Angel Reese really woke up one day and decided, "I'm the reason people watch basketball." Meanwhile, the entire world collectively said, "No, you're the reason we changed the channel." Let's do some quick math. Caitlin Clark is selling out arenas, shattering records, and making people spend their last dime just to see her warm up. Angel Reese? She's out here setting records for turnovers and free throw bricks. But go off, Queen of Delusion. Caitlin Clark is the moment, the legend, the certified game changer. Her jersey retirement speech stopped the world. YouTube views? Through the roof. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is running laps on social media yelling, "Y'all hate me, but y'all still watching." Sis, nobody's watching. Even your own viewership is in witness protection.
At more than half of its opening night audience within 3 weeks, we see numbers of 310,000, 320,000. 3 weeks later, 140,000 viewers for Unrivaled. More than half of the audience has disappeared. Oh no, say it ain't so. This can't be.
Somebody check Unrivaled League's pulse, because those numbers are flatlining. Somebody grab the defibrillator. The first game had a little buzz, and after that, crickets. It's giving local rec league energy. They plastered Angel Reese all over the promos, and America collectively responded with, "Nah, we're good." And of course, in true Angel Reese fashion, she'll spin it into the haters and fault. Oh, people don't support women's basketball? That's funny. Caitlin Clark is out here pulling NBA-level viewership. Maybe it's not misogyny. Maybe people just don't want to watch you. It's not discrimination. It's just bad basketball. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is minding her business, draining logo threes, and stacking Nike deals. Levels.
Why no one is supporting their secondary dump. They wonder why no one is watching pretend basketball. Maybe if they focused on the actual basketball instead of focusing on their weird utopian fantasies, maybe their dump would be upgraded to a
Meanwhile, Angel Reese is out here acting like the star of the show when, in reality, she's just a background extra. Like, girl, we see you, but we're not watching for you. There's a difference. Let's be clear. Caitlin Clark could sneeze and rack up 1 million views. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is doing backflips for attention, and the only thing plummeting is her shooting percentage. The Unrivaled League was hyped as a game changer, but the only thing changing is people's interest levels. Straight to zero.
Having me.
So you were 5 years old when you decided on number 22, as the story goes. If we were to tell that 5-year-old what today was going to be, what would she have said?
Honestly, I'm very overwhelmed. This has been absolutely incredible. Just being here and feeling this energy again, there's really no place like this place, and I truly mean that. And it's special for me, it's special for my family, and a lot of my former teammates are back here, former coaches, the coaching staff, and some of my teammates that are still on the team. But I'm just very lucky and grateful and very fortunate. At 5 years old, you don't dream of something like this.
Is Angel Reese hooping or hosting a TED Talk on how to be irrelevant? Because nobody is watching this. The views are lower than her free throw percentage. 200K viewers? That's it? After all that hype? LSU Twitter was in shambles, screaming, "She's the next big thing." Nah, the only thing big is the L she's taking. Even WNBA Summer League clips got more engagement. And y'all told me she was going to carry the league? Carry it where? Meanwhile, Angel Reese fans are somewhere in a dark room, huddled around a candle, whispering about improvement. Oh, she improved? That's cool. Too bad nobody showed up to see it. You can't be the face of the league if the league doesn't even recognize you. Imagine waking up, checking ESPN, and seeing you barely cracked 200,000 views. I'd delete my whole career. Overseas hoopers playing in warehouses are getting more engagement. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is pulling primetime numbers like she's MJ in his prime. Even DeWanna Bonner, Natasha Howard, and Sophie Cunningham getting more hype. And Sophie out here hooping like she got a side job at Home Depot. Meanwhile, Angel Reese missing shots like she's dodging responsibility. Y'all remember when she said she's the most disrespected player? Nah, we just not interested.
To Saturday, we start getting there. Saturday coverage, 98,000 on True TV alone. On True TV alone, but they must not have counted TNT. It wasn't on TNT. It was on True TV only. Okay? It was on True TV only. So no TNT numbers, no HBO Max numbers. Lunar Owls on True TV, 118,000. Missed Rose on True TV, 76.
Casual fans are literally asleep during her games. The Angel Reese era lasted about as long as a TikTok trend. 1 minute, it's Unrivaled gonna be historic. Next minute, it's, wait, who played last night? Even her own supporters backing out like, we still support you, Angel, but, we got other things to watch. Yeah, like paint drying. More entertaining than her stat line. Her numbers aren't even bad, but the problem is, nobody cares. You ever seen someone drop 20 and 10 and still be invisible? That's a special kind of mid. At this point, ESPN might as well cancel her games and air Indiana Fever practice sessions instead. At least people would watch that. She out here flexing like she hit a game winner. Meanwhile, the scoreboard got her down. Sis, where is the self-awareness? You taunted Caitlin Clark for ratings, and now the universe is taunting you back with low viewership.
This was definitely an upset. And I don't know, you gotta think, does Caitlin Clark have some magic dust in the air?
While Unrivaled's viewership plummets, Caitlin Clark is making women's basketball the hottest ticket in town. And the haters? In shambles. Ticket prices? Sky high. Yet somehow the arena was packed tighter than Angel Reese's shooting percentage in crunch time. Absolutely abysmal. Not a single seat left. Fans did whatever it took to witness history, and honestly, worth it.
My favorite part about all this is that it's on the same day as the A'ja Wilson jersey retirement, and the prices. It is cost to get into South Carolina. It cost $64. $64 to get the A'ja Wilson jersey retirement. It is $1,000. $1,000 in the same night to get in Iowa.
But wait. A'ja Wilson. Sighs. She really thought this was about to be her big moment. The Aces planned a whole jersey retirement ceremony like she's some basketball messiah. On the same day as a Caitlin Clark game? Oh, the delusion. That's like scheduling your wedding on Super Bowl Sunday and wondering why nobody shows up. Nobody was talking about it. And I wonder why. Maybe because Caitlin Clark had the entire basketball world in a chokehold, as usual. She stepped on that court, and it was over before it even started. Draining logo threes like a warm-up, making defenders question their life choices. Meanwhile, A'ja was somewhere trying to act unbothered, while realizing nobody was watching her jersey retirement. And yet, somehow, people still deny the Caitlin Clark effect. Women's basketball was already growing. Yeah, sure. Just like I was already rich before my paycheck. Just say you don't want to admit Caitlin Clark is him.
Is that Why would Caitlin Clark not consider Asia Wilson in her retirement? No. We don't think that it's fair that Caitlin Clark would have her retirement ceremony on the same day as Asia Wilson's retirement ceremony, even though they both wear the same number 22. Even though Caitlin Clark just graduated college, she has well over many accolades to have her jersey retired, but everyone's lives should revolve around Asia Wilson, and she should wait. I think all of you need to shut your pie holes. You shut your pie holes right now. Caitlin Clark is the face of the WNBA. No one's world is going to revolve around Asia Wilson just because she's retiring too.
She's not just playing the game, she's redefining it. Every time Caitlin Clark steps on the court, history is rewritten. Records fall, arenas sell out, and the internet erupts. But some would rather pretend other stories matter more. Newsflash. If nobody's talking about it, it wasn't the story. And guess what? She's just getting started. This season, Clark will shatter even more records, electrify even bigger crowds, and leave critics scrambling for excuses. The best part? The haters will be watching every second, hanging on her every move, because deep down, they know the truth. Caitlin Clark runs the show. So to her doubters, aren't you tired yet? Maybe take a break. Hydrate, because Clark isn't slowing down, and you're going to need your energy to keep up.
First person I can honestly say, that looks like Steph Curry. Like, she's not guardable right now, and she can hit almost any shot from the outside.
And let's talk about that championship run. Oh, it's coming. The WNBA has no idea what's about to hit. You think Caitlin Clark is just getting drafted to blend in? Nope. She's about to storm the league like she owns it. Deep threes, flashy dimes, and defenders getting cooked on a nightly basis. And the haters? They'll be calling in sick. She's not built for the WNBA. Bro, Natasha Howard is setting perfect screens. Sophie Cunningham is already laughing in the corner, draining threes. And Dawana Bonner? She's standing over another fallen defender like it's a crime scene. This isn't just a rookie coming in. It's the beginning of a super team. And Caitlin? She's the ringleader. The WNBA better get ready, because history is about to be rewritten.
Indiana Fever are officially title contenders. Every day they have something new for us in free agency. And today, it's Miss Dawana Bonner. 6-time WNBA All-Star and WNBA champ, a veteran in this game, can pretty much do it all. Also an enforcer, nasty defense. Should I continue? We have a new starting five. Caitlin at the 1, Kelsey at the 2, Dawana at the 3, Natasha Howard.
Y'all better brace yourselves, because when that championship banner goes up, the only thing rising faster is your blood pressure. So go ahead, keep hating, keep tweeting, keep making excuses. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is locked in, putting in the work, getting ready for the season. And when she finally lifts that championship trophy, oh, it's going to be glorious. The arenas will be packed, the internet will melt down, and the haters? They'll be real quiet. Because no matter what they say now, deep down, they know the truth. Caitlin Clark is built for greatness, and there's nothing they can do about it. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.